For Perez Hilton and his competitors, an adorable child star becoming a free-spirited woman exploring her sexuality is a target they can't resist.
When Lindsay started to become famous, every single move she made that was photographable had real estate.
Lindsay Lohan may just be the most wanted woman in Hollywood. Question is, what's it going to take to win her heart?
There's a story about you making out with Wilmer from that 70s show. Any truth to that rumor?
No, we're good friends. I'm 17, he's 24. What can really go on there? Nothing.
I hope not.
But it's Lindsay's female friends who helped move her to the center of tabloid coverage, including two so-called celebutantes who are redefining what it takes to become famous in the 21st century.
In the early 2000s, I was watching The Simple Life religiously with my friends in our dorm rooms. We had a fascination with Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie.
Paris, the hotel heiress from New York, and Nicole, daughter of 80s pop superstar Lionel Richie, used their family names to add fame to their fortunes by appearing in an early reality show where they mingle with the so-called ordinary people.
The show was designed to have the audience scoff and laugh at them for their foolishness.
I've always heard that people hang out at Walmart. Why? I don't know. What is Walmart?
Shortly after The Simple Life premieres, an even more intimate side of Paris is exposed to the public.
Well, there's nothing simple about the controversy over the Paris sex tapes.
Paris's ex-boyfriend looks to profit off a sex tape he made with her 3 years earlier.
And, you know, I have a full color version on trustfundgirls.com, trustfundgirls.com. You can see it was two people in love enjoying sex. Everybody has sex.
The tape launches countless punchlines.
Can you imagine how they must have felt, Paris Hilton's parents, that she did a porno film in a Marriott hotel? I mean,
But it's Paris who seems to get the last laugh.
Paris wanted attention, and she knew along the way it wouldn't always be kind.
Paris Hilton was the most Googled item in 2005 on the internet. Did you hear that?
No.
Well, you're hearing it here, and
That's cool.
During the first meeting that I had with Paris Hilton, and one of the first things she ever said to me was, "Elliot, I want you to know I'm in on the joke." That was how our relationship began. Hi, I'm Elliot Mintz. And in the 2000s, I was a media consultant, advising primarily young Hollywood. So think of me as a combination publicist, manager, advisor, spin doctor, handholder, father confessor, chauffeur. And as a result of my time representing Paris Hilton, I, of course, met a number of her friends, which included at that time Kim Kardashian, Casey Johnson, and a few others. And I suddenly found myself immersed in that world.
Paris ditches her Simple Life co-star after Nicole allegedly plays Hilton's sex tape at a party. Despite Nicole's denials, Lindsay becomes Paris's new +1.
They were media savvy. They were tipping off the paparazzi where they were going clubbing, wearing different outfits so that they would be photographed multiple times.
Like her character in Mean Girls, Lindsay is taken in by the real-life plastics, the it girls of Hollywood, and she soon becomes one of them.
At 2 a.m. in Los Angeles, when the clubs would close, there were various after-hour parties that we would go to, and we would do it over and over and over again.
Good night, everybody.
Images of them, particularly images of them behaving badly, start to sell at high prices.
Something happened after she did Mean Girls, and then she did a couple more movies, and then the drug allegations start coming up. The drinking is happening. She's getting photographed a lot, going to bars.
In 2005, while shooting Disney's Herbie Fully Loaded, Lindsay is hospitalized for a reported liver infection and exhaustion, forcing the $50 million film to shut down for 3 days. But she soon reemerges on the party scene, this time with a surprising new best friend at her side.
There was a particular time when Lindsay Lohan and Nicole Richie were BFFs and they were going out all the time.
Why Lindsay begins hanging out with Paris Hilton's frenemy is never reported. But the tabloid press seems more interested in how she looks than who she's with.
Is Lindsay Lohan too thin?
There is a very famous paparazzi photo of them, and they were both very skinny. And I called them the Skeletwins. I thought it was clever.
There was generally just a really shitty custom back then, and it was accepted, where we could just talk about people's bodies quite liberally.
I think that the pictures tell the story. She's very bony. She doesn't look healthy.
Lindsay says, quote, "I don't do drugs and I'm not anorexic."
We saw other young women too, like Amy Winehouse. Like Jessica Simpson.
Check out Jessica Simpson on stage.
Brutally torn apart in the
now
press.
It looks like Jess is enjoying a whole lot of Southern cooking. But hey.
Too heavy, too thin, not curvy enough here. Is anyone allowed to be happy with their body?
Thank you, fellas.
While the press talks about Lindsay's body, her body of work continues to sell. By her late teens, Lindsay is earning $7 million a movie, making her one of the highest paid female actors of her generation. But in 2006, her latest film, Just My Luck, bombs.
Really?
Then ex-lover Wilmer Valderrama shares intimate details of their relationship with sex-obsessed shock jock Howard Stern.
10, is that the best sex you ever had, 10 being the best?
It's pretty out there, yeah.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, man.
2 months later, Lindsay's relationship with Paris begins to sour, reportedly because of Lindsay's friendship with Nicole Richie.
You know, there were probably times that both of them didn't like each other for some reason or another, or accused one or the other of saying something awful.
What follows is one of the ugliest public feuds in Hollywood history, and it's Paris's entourage who fire the first shots.
The stinkiest, f***ing sweaty, orange vagina anyone has ever seen.
I have no excuse, only shame for those who were involved in it.
Guys,